So as we head into the plenaries, we got rid of all the keynotes this year. We got into plenaries because we wanted to really elevate the idea so each and every one of you can participate and understand. So these ideas will really help you think, will help you also change your own bias, because you will come on the stage and you say, oh my God, I never thought about that perspective. So please honor that, respect that, because they are really coming here with their own right intentions to make that difference. So now it's really about, it's personal and it's necessary. This is entrepreneurial stories that you get to hear of what they go through and what they have to endure to really create economic impact. And what we really believe is it becomes like the birthplace of the collective innovation when you provide the entrepreneurs the right space to go. So what we believe, it's a necessary strategy for all of us to support and create economic access. And it's a personal, because we are all in it for together. And that's the power of being collective. So I want to invite the first leader, the first entrepreneur who's been part of the cohort, to come and tell her daring story. Are you guys going to be grateful and cheer her up, because what she is doing is incredible. With that, Kathy Light, I would love to invite you to the stage.
I know. Hello. How is everybody doing? Great. Woo! I feel like between last night, well, I've been here since Thursday, so I feel like I've been on the red carpet. So, yeah, thank you for all of you for being here today and for your support. Talking. It's hard for an Italian, even though my last name is Light, to stand up and talk for 5 minutes, but I'm going to try and rush through this for you. So we are so excited. Part of my team is here today, and a big shout out for the journey to get here. But before I talk to you about my entrepreneurial journey, I'd like to just share with you that this is our new product, and I'm graduating. My team and I are graduating. We are in the Microsoft Commercial Marketplace. Yay! So what does our software product do? It's called DEI Dynamics, and we measure what matters when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Companies are struggling on how to create metrics to move the needle forward. Millions and millions of dollars around initiatives are going to D&I programs, and it's not working. So we've created an opportunity for companies to create a baseline. And that baseline is about data, right? We're in the cloud now. So we're excited to measure what matters around people, process, and power, and creating a baseline for change. And when you change behaviors, then you can improve business impact as well as employee engagement, productivity, connectedness, et cetera. So a shout out to the Women in Cloud committee, all of our advisors. Maureen, thank you so much with Red Hat. Holly, Tritra, Karen, my team, Jennifer, our CTO, Frank, and the list goes on and on. So thank you for allowing me to share a little bit about our product. I'll see you on stage later today when we graduate. Thank you.
Thank you. Medina, you are next.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to go through this one.
Oh, okay. Let's have her go through that.
I got to talk about the journey. Absolutely. Okay. You're cute. So I left corporate in 1998, and I knew at 15 and a half years old, I worked after school down the street from my high school as a mail clerk for a savings and loan company. I delivered mail on 5 floors after school for 3 hours after school. And on the top floor was the CEO's office. And all of the offices were occupied by men. And the women were outside. Back then, they were called secretaries, so I'm aging myself. I knew at that early age that when I walked in his office, when he wasn't there, of course, and I looked around that mahogany room and his artwork and his bar and his this and his that, I said, I'm going to have an office like this one of these days. Well, I've made it, and I don't want an office like that. I want to be around people, not being exclusive, but inclusive. So just fast forwarding, it hasn't been easy, and there are a lot of people to thank along the way. But I want to leave you with 7 guiding principles, that priceless lessons that I've learned along the way to becoming my own boss. The first one is flexibility is only second to integrity. You have to be able to pivot and to be agile to change, to marketplace conditions, competitive conditions, economic conditions, etc. Always get the facts. Big lesson learned. It's very easy to make poor decisions based on assumptions. It's still difficult basing good decisions when you get the facts. So always get your facts. It's better to be respected, right? Think about that, better to be respected. Don't you want the people who work with you and alongside of you to respect you for your knowledge, your capability? I call this the brand. So think about your personal brand. How are you showing up? And then what are you doing, both internally and externally? Your brand is critical. And surround yourself by people that are positive, engaging, motivating, and inspiring. Who wants to work for somebody that's negative or always talking behind somebody's back? That's not healthy, right? We don't want to do that. Number 4, hire the best talent. Through your business cycle, right? What got you here may not get you there, right? So we have to keep re-engineering our skill set, learning new things. So who you start out with may not be who you get to market with. And then alignment, 360, staying focused. It's easy to get derailed. And then hope for a lot of luck that your timing is right in the marketplace. And then I want to end with, we really, as women, and I'm aging myself, but I've been through the 80s and the 90s. It's all about, for myself and many of you in the room, about breaking barriers and creating change. And acting on a good idea, which we are here today. Dynamics is one of our newest products, is better than just having a good idea, right? So we have to execute and rally around our ideas, right? And bring the vision to life. If you go to your apps and you download, if you click on connections, you can put my name in, Kathy Light, send me an email, and I will be happy to provide you the workbook on priceless lessons. Okay, Kathy Light, thank you.
Thank you. Give a big round of applause. You have done an incredible work through the accelerator. I would like to invite Medina Ali. Let's invite her.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Hello, I'm Medina Ali. I'm the president and CEO of Safe PC Cloud. I'm going to take you through my personal journey as a woman entrepreneur. It has not been easy. It's not been easy as a woman, particularly as a woman of color. And how I got into IT is really, I came out of the contact center industry. I started out with PricewaterhouseCoopers as a consultant and was a part of the voice over IP revolution. And what happened was Safe PC Cloud came out of Safe PC Solutions. So basically in 2015, that's when I launched Safe PC Solutions. We were mainly a help desk, a service desk. We had we came out of one of the contact centers that I was managing, I was running, and we had really, really good customer service. And then as I saw, oh, did I hit that by mistake? Can they? No, you can go to the red. Oh, the red button, okay. Oh, there you go, okay. And so in 2017, I launched Safe PC Cloud because, wait a minute, okay. Because I saw the evolution of Office 365, Google Docs. I saw that everything was starting to migrate to the cloud, and I noticed that we were gonna be getting away from on-prem solutions. And then in 2018, I was at Microsoft Inspire. I met Chatra for Women in the Cloud, and I said, gosh, this is a great concept. This is wonderful. Because there are not a lot of, first of all, there's not a lot of women in IT. IT. There's not a lot of women talking about cloud solutions, so I said this would be a great program. And then in 2018, as I said, okay, we're going to launch this Safe PC Cloud. We're going to go after bigger clients, mid-market. We should vertically focus on education because that was an area of my passion. And one of the things I'm going to talk about in terms of lesson learned is, as a woman in business, you have to do things that you're very passionate about. And one of the things I'm very passionate about in education is STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, as well as IT certifications. So as we launched that in 2018, and my vice president of Safe PC Education is here, Kimberly Harper, so you all can say hello to her. She has been awesome. And just this past year, we were recognized as the community partner under the Susan Taylor Distinguished Community Partner Award for the University for Parents. Susan Taylor is a former the chief editor for Essence magazine, and now she runs a very large profit on mentoring. And so we work with the Atlanta office, and so we won that award. And then also what I've accomplished this past year, just to kind of let you all know, is that one of the things that we do with Safe PC Cloud and also in IT solutions in terms of the data backup compliance, we're very focused on security. And we had the opportunity to join the Cybersecurity Tech Accord in 2019. And this past week, I had the opportunity to speak at the UN in Geneva on vulnerability disclosure policy. So the areas of concentration that we're still focusing on as a service provider, basically building applications on the Azure platform. We're focusing on security and compliance, but we have a huge education component around training staff around security, compliance, not opening phishing emails, and just really driving that area in. And then in terms of the lessons learned, and I'm gonna make this brief because I'm sure I'm over. Teamwork is very important. That is very, very crucial, building a very strong team, not so much just your employees, your consultants, but your partners, your vendors, and trying to work with everyone. And I think that's been one of our strong suits. And the other thing too, I think as a leader, you have to listen. You have to listen to the people around you, and you have to surround very good people around you, people that are going to be critical of you. You don't want to be around people that always tell you you're wonderful, you're great. Oh, you want to be around people that are going to be very honest with you and tell you, Medina, you should slow down. We should go into a different direction. You have to surround yourself with people who are going to be very honest with you. And then finally, the other lesson that I learned, I'll make this real quick, I promise. The other thing too, you also, and one of the reasons why I'm excited about Women in the Cloud, be a part of organizations that give back. Giving back is so important, and that's why I want to come to collective access, and I know that's the theme of this event. It's very important you give back, because when you give, you get so much in return. So keep that in mind, affiliate with yourself around people who give. So
thank you, Medina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hold on. It takes a lot of courage to come on this dais and to speak. It feels like you're on a TED stage. So please make sure you inspire each and every person who comes in, because it feels nervous here. So what I want you to do is give a big round of applause for Medina. You did fantastic.
Thank you.
Come on over. The next person I want to invite is Sarah Haggard, and you will be so inspired with what she has to say. Are you ready? Sarah, come on over.
Thank you. Good morning.
You want to get this one?
All right, so good morning. I see a lot of familiar faces. This is awesome to be on this stage this year. I was here last year just begging in my seat to be able to tell the story about Tribute, which we're launching here today. So my name is Sarah Haggard. I am the founder and CEO of Tribute. We'll get our slide up here. My story starts at 8 years old when I famously told my parents that I was never going to do tech. This is in the mid-'80s, that I was going to be a humanitarian and save the world instead. My brother was a STEM boy genius. I was going to go save the world. I ended up working at Microsoft for 10 years. My brother was a missionary in Albania. I don't know how that happened. It's a true story, okay? So, my journey has been a little bit unexpected. I left Microsoft about a year ago and founded Tribute, which is a mentorship app for the workplace. And I think that, I love the theme of this, that it's necessary and it's personal, because I loved my paycheck at Microsoft. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, leaving all of that to go step forward into a space and a gap that I saw around mentorship in the workplace was the scariest thing I've ever done. But it was also the most necessary thing that I've ever done. And it's extremely personal to me. I spent most of my career at Microsoft as an anthropology major, still trying to get back to that saving the world, with imposter syndrome, thinking that I didn't belong there. I had no reason to be at Microsoft. I cared about people. I cared about how people connect. And I had this epiphany in my career that said, we're always meeting each other for mentorship on our professional level and our titles, on our credentials, but what about all the life and lived experiences that we've had? Ultimately, at the end of the day, mentorship is an exchange of wisdom. And we get wisdom through our lived experiences, whether that's in our professional lives or our personal lives. And I thought to myself, well, what if I could create not only an app to make mentorship more accessible, so we're not waiting for our company to tap us on the shoulder and tell us who's going to be our mentor, but what if I could create a way for you to lead with your personal story so that you could inspire others around you to want to mentor you, and you could inspire other people as well. And I thought, all right, let's create an app that leads with storytelling. And let's also create it so that you can search for mentorship, for mentors by life experiences as well. Things like, maybe I'm a returning parent to the workforce. Maybe I have a sick child at home. Or maybe I just got passed on a promotion. And I don't really want to tell my manager about that. I don't want to talk to them, but I want to talk to someone else who's gone through that experience. So I'm excited and thrilled to announce today, you've got cards on all of your tables, and the green bands, if you're wondering about that, if anyone who's got a green band wants to raise their hand. These are the folks that are your IT tech support all day. I'm sorry. So we're announcing a collective action today in partnership with Women in Cloud and WIT Network to drive 1,000 mentorships in 2020. And we need your help, okay? So download Tribute, sign up, tell your story, and commit to mentoring 5 people in 2020, and we'll 5X that initial goal. So thank you, Chaitra, and the entire Women in Cloud team.
Thank you. Stay there, stay there. What did you guys think about the entrepreneur segment? So this is the power when you have enterprise companies supporting entrepreneurship. You can create amazing technologies and makes it easy to come to market. So tell me more about the mentorship. I can just sign up?
Yep, so you can sign up, download Tribute on your iPhone or Android device. You sign in, and we've got instructions on the table there to sign into our organization, because we're now live with several enterprise organizations, thanks to Women in Cloud. And sign up, tell your story, and it's a self-selection process. You can filter the story cards down by either the professional skill that you're seeking mentorship around, or again, those life experiences.
Absolutely. You closed an enterprise deal. Talk about that. In less than 6 months. Talk about that.
Yeah, we closed 2, actually 3. This was the 3rd. It's a hustle. I worked in marketing for 10 years, and learning sales was a completely different. I have mad respect for anybody who does sales. It is a very tough thing to do. But I think at the end of the day, as an entrepreneur, you have to be your biggest champion, and you have to be out there telling your story and motivating and inspiring people to want to come along with you.
Absolutely. Anyone who's at enterprise companies, raise your hand. You need to bring this technology into the market in your organization. So thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.